Welcome to another packed edition of NC Sports Weekly News. Plenty of action in the high seas and all across the blue planet. Drama strikes at the Barcelona World Race as leader Hugo Boss dismasts off the coast of Brazil. Transat Classique on the approach to the Caribbean. Martinique is ready for the party, and Nautical Channel is on call. Senior Correspondent Sebastien Destremau with a special report on the 13th Royal Langkawi International Regatta in Malaysia. Then, one-on-one from Lisbon with Portuguese sensation Francisco Lufinha for a preview of his latest extreme kitesurfing challenge in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Only 16 years young, but Hawaiian super talent Mahina Maeda sends out a big message for this season by winning the WSL Hainan Pro qualifier in China. NC Sports plunge into the action. As the fleet of the Barcelona World Race headed south after crossing the equator, the dramatic news flash was both unexpected and extremely frustrating. The report was unforgiving. IMOCA 60 Hugo Boss with co-skippers Alex Thompson and Pepe Ribes dismasted off the coast of Brazil late last week while reaching in moderate wind conditions, thus eliminating the leaders and one of the top-ranked teams of this 2015 edition. According to the report, the central pin in the headsail furling drum sheared, leaving the mast without front support. As a result, the sails and mast fell backwards and landed on the stern of the boat, snapping apart. The two-man crew has now arrived to their safe haven in Salvador de Bahia to assess the damage and to precisely investigate the technical cause of such a banal mishap. As this program goes to air, Cheminée, Pujola, Neutrogena, and Gaius are neck to neck and have pulled away from the pack, taking the eastern route across the South Atlantic towards the Cape of Good Hope. Renault Capture, in fourth, is on the chase some 400 nautical miles behind, while on a 700 to 900 plus mile deficit, We Are Water, One Planet, One Ocean Pharmaton, and the Spirit of Hungary are still struggling at the back of the fleet. More Barcelona World Race updates coming your way in the next NC Sports editions. The magnificent old ladies of the Transat Classique 2015 are on the fast approach to the Caribbean in the very last stage of their Atlantic Ocean crossing. Starting from Lanzarote in the Canaries, the fleet has tackled the 3,000 nautical mile dash at incredible speeds and will likely be reaching the spectacular island of Martinique as this NC Sports edition goes to air. Altair, the 1931 schooner designed by William Fife, will undoubtedly cross the finish line at Fort-de-France in first place. Line honors in real time are pretty much assured for the largest boat in the fleet at 40.78 meters. But on corrected time, the official leaderboard is still an open affair. The much smaller yachts like the 1971 Amazon, 22.5 meters, and the 1924 Adventurous, 31 meters, and also designed by Fife, still have a very real chance of victory. This has been an exceptional seafaring adventure and one which has re-evoked the true origins of offshore sailing. That's why the Nautical Channel crew, headed by kitesurfing champion Bruno Sroka, are already on the docks waiting for the first arrivals and will also be covering a number of exceptional events scheduled in Martinique after the race. Save the date and tell a friend. On March 2nd at 9 p.m., the Planet Eye Transat Classique 2015 is premiering on Nautical Channel.
This is the last day of Langkawi Regatta.
Let's get down to some serious racing.
Have a really good time. A high level of competition as well as the vibrant festivity that the yacht club is very famous for welcome the 40 yachts competing in the 13th Royal Langkawi International Regatta. Day 5 kicks off with 2 races for all classes except the multi-hulls that have to race 3 times and the sports boat only once. In the sports boat and at the end of 10 races, Setia West takes home the winner's trophy. In the racing class, it comes as no surprise to anyone when Hoi blasts across the finish line ahead of the Royal Malaysian Navy boats in both races, claiming the Prime Minister's Challenger's trophy. In IRC1, Foxy Lady 6 continues their winning streak with 2 firsts on the last day, giving her 8 out of 10 wins throughout and defending the title she won last year. Mata Hari's 2 second-place finishes gives her the top of her class due to her consistent performance throughout the week. Lina wins race 9 and 10, making her the overall winner among the multi-hulls. Langkawi is one of the best places to sail, and the regatta is very well organized with an outstanding closing ceremony.
Bora! Ok, é o tudo ou nada. Então, 6 da manhã, vamos agora para dentro d'água, selvagem grande, rumo ao Funchal. Vai ser uma novidade para toda a gente. Até logo!
Extreme kitesurfer Francisco Lufinha has done it again by completing yet another incredible ocean challenge off the coast of Madeira. The 2013 long-distance world record holder with 305 nautical miles was pretty busy in December as he took on another 160 in just 12 hours. Unlike the previous attempt, this new chapter of his ongoing kite odyssey was undertaken in the high seas and in completely adverse conditions, facing massive crisscrossing 4 to 6 meter waves and unfavorable winds. NC Sports connected with Francisco from his home base in Lisbon for the full picture of this recent endeavor. The complete interview with all the highlights will feature in the upcoming edition of Top Story, premiering this Saturday at 5 p.m. only on Nautical Channel. Here's but a brief excerpt.
Yeah, the thing that makes me move forward when I'm at sea, only me and the kite and the board and the sport boat a little bit farther, is all the work that we've done to reach that point. I think it's like a normal job, normal project outside of the water. The more you give, the more people you bring to your project, the more you have a will to succeed. You cannot quit. This time, for the first time, I left, the kite went down to the water. I crashed with the kite 3 times. So I was really tired, besides the 50 or 60 times that I crashed only with the board, with the kite still up. And I was thinking 3 or 4 times as well, man, I cannot go more. It's done for me. But then you think of all of what you have worked for, and you look at the team on the boat, you look into their eyes, and you say, no, let's go. There's too much people involved, too much work involved, too much hours spent, so I have to finish it.
The 2014 Junior World Champion Mahina Maeda is definitely off to a great start this year following another phenomenal victory at the Hainan Pro in China. The first women's qualifying series event of the newly rebaptized World Surf League, formerly known as the ASP. The 16-year-old Hawaiian talent surpassed 72 of the world's best female surfers and came from behind in the final heats by grabbing the title thanks to a solid 9.0 scored against New Zealand's Paige Harrop, just a .40 of a point behind to capture second. Third place honors were shared by Australia's Bronte Macaulay with a perfect 10 in the quarterfinals, and Chelsea Tuach from Barbados bumped out in the semis by Mahina. Maeda is now aiming to become the youngest surfer in the World Championship for the 2016 season and will definitely become a new force to be reckoned with by the big gals on the top WSL Tour. There's always more on NC Sports, so check out the upcoming edition of Top Story for a one-on-one chat with extreme kitesurfing sensation Francisco Lufinha. The world's long-distance record holder from Portugal tells all on his latest kite odyssey in the Atlantic Ocean and also takes the pulse of the modern world of water sports. Premiering globally this Saturday at 5 p.m. only on Nautical Channel. Plunge into the action with NC Sports.